Dear viewers, a little girl in a red hood enters a peaceful forest, unaware that a cunning wolf is silently planning to reach her grandmother first. What follows is a suspenseful twist of danger, courage, and a lesson she will never forget. Story unfolds like this. Once upon a time, in a quiet village by the edge of a deep green forest, there lived a sweet little girl who always wore a bright red cloak with a hood. A cobblestone path winds into the woods, full of secrets and the promise of adventure. Little Red Riding Hood, a sweet girl in a vibrant red cloak, skips along, her laughter echoing softly. Her innocent joy contrasts with the looming shadows of the forest, hinting at dangers unseen. One warm morning light bathes Red's cozy home as her mother prepares a basket. The basket fills with the simple comforts of home, bread, honey, and butter. Mother carefully layers the items, her movements filled with love and concern.
"Stay on the path, dear, and avoid strangers,"
she says, her voice laced with worry. The basket is ready, a beacon of warmth against the dangers of the outside world. Sunlight dapples the winding forest path as Red strolls along, humming a cheerful tune. Birds chirp from above, their melodies weaving through the ancient trees. The forest is beautiful, alive with vibrant greens and earthy browns. A subtle sense of foreboding lurks beneath the idyllic surface, casting a shadow on Red's carefree journey. Sunlight dapples the forest floor, unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows. Behind a thick, ancient tree, a grey wolf watches, unseen, patient. His eyes, gleaming with a malicious intent, fixate on Red, a silent hunter. The forest holds its breath, unaware of the predator's gaze. Red walks deeper into the woods, unknowingly stepping into a trap. Sunlight dapples the forest path as the wolf steps into view, his shadow stretching ominously across the ground. With a sly grin, the wolf deliberately blocks Red's path, a silent challenge hanging in the air. The wolf's eyes glint with cunning as he breaks the silence.
"Good morning, little girl."
A sense of wickedness settles, the innocent greeting laced with hidden intent. Sunlight paints the forest path as Red walks with a bright smile, basket swinging. She is the picture of youthful innocence. An unseen presence halts her steps. A voice echoes,
"And where might you be headed, little one?"
Forgetting caution, Red's face lights up with naive trust as she answers the hidden speaker.
"To my grandmother's cottage, just through the woods,"
she replies, unknowingly stepping into danger. Sunlight paints the forest floor, dappling through the leaves onto a vibrant carpet of wildflowers. The wolf gestures a paw towards the blooms, an act of seeming kindness in the verdant wood. His eyes gleam, reflecting the sun and something less pure as he gazes at Red. A false sincerity masks his true intent as he suggests a bouquet for her grandmother. The innocent wildflowers stand unaware, soon to be tools in a hunter's deception. Sunlight dapples through the leaves as Red, innocent and delighted, dashes into the forest. She disappears among the ancient trees, a splash of red amidst the green. The wolf watches her go, his eyes gleaming with aggressive intent. A slow, sinister grin begins to stretch across the wolf's face. The forest seems to darken around him as his wicked plan takes shape. A quaint, isolated cottage stands in between a grassy green landscape bathed in the warm light of day. The wolf approaches the cottage, his shadow stretching long across the overgrown path. He pauses before the weathered wooden door, the silence broken only by the rustling leaves. With a deceptive gentleness, the wolf raises his paw to knock. The sound of the knock echoes softly, a subtle disturbance in the peaceful surroundings. Anticipation hangs heavy in the air as the wolf awaits an answer, his intentions masked behind a facade. Sunlight bathes grandmother's cottage, illuminating dust motes in the cozy air. Antique furniture fills the room, a testament to years gone by. Grandmother lies small beneath a thick quilt, her frail form barely visible. Her voice weak, she calls out,
"Who is it?"
A sinister voice answers, deceptively sweet.
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood.
The room holds its breath, unaware of the danger lurking just outside the door. Grandmother's hand trembles as she turns the knob. The cottage door creaks open, revealing a deceptive calm. The wolf bursts in with sudden force, shoving grandmother aside in a brutal display of power. Grandmother stumbles, caught off guard by the wolf's violent intrusion. With ruthless efficiency, the wolf locks grandmother away in a large, imposing wooden wardrobe. The heavy wardrobe stands as a silent prison, concealing grandmother within its dark confines. Inside the cozy cottage, a shocking transformation unfolds as the wolf sheds his fur with unnatural speed. He dons grandmother's nightgown and cap, a grotesque parody taking shape. The wolf clumsily struggles into grandmother's bed, the floral covers a horrible disguise. He pulls the covers up to his chin, his eyes gleaming with sinister intent. The quaint cottage is now a stage for deception, innocence replaced by lurking danger. Red strides along a sun-dappled forest path, a woven basket swaying from her arm. Wildflowers burst with color in her hand, a vibrant contrast to the deep greens of the woods. The quaint cottage comes into view, promising warmth and welcome. She pauses before the weathered wooden door, anticipation lighting her face. With a gentle lift of her hand, she knocks, the sound echoing softly in the tranquil air. The gentle light reveals an inviting bed, promising warmth and rest. A sinister invitation cuts through the peaceful scene. "Come in, my dear." An unseen presence lurks. The cozy cottage now a stage for deception. Sunlight barely penetrates the cottage as Red steps inside, the air thick with unspoken mysteries. Shadows dance across the room as Red advances, her footsteps hushed on the worn wooden floor. She nears the bed, her gaze sharpening, sensing that something is profoundly wrong. Caution grips her as she prepares to confront the unknown lurking in the dim light. Inside the quaint cottage, Red's eyes widen, a sense of unease washing over her as she looks at the figure in the bed. Red's hesitant gaze lingers on the bed, her suspicion growing with each passing moment. With a trembling voice, Red speaks, the question hanging heavy in the air.
"Oh, grandmother, what big eyes you have!"
The wolf's eyes glint, a sinister spark igniting within the deceptive facade of the grandmother. In the bed, a figure lies propped up, draped in grandmother's familiar clothing. A sinister glint in the disguised wolf's eyes betrays the cunning beneath. The wolf smiles, a chilling promise echoing,
All the better to see you with.
Lace curtains frame the windows, casting delicate shadows across the room. Red's voice, filled with playful surprise, cuts through the peaceful scene.
"Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have!"
The words hang in the air, a subtle shift in the atmosphere, hinting at the sinister. Inside grandmother's cottage, the wolf lies in wait, a deceptive lump beneath floral sheets. He squirms, a subtle disturbance rippling through the seemingly innocent bedclothes. The patterned sheets bunch and twist, betraying the sinister presence lurking within. A glimpse of claw hints at the danger concealed beneath the guise of comfort. The wolf's voice, deceptively gentle, fills the room with a chilling undercurrent.
All the better to hear you with.
He whispers, a sinister promise hanging in the air. Sunlight floods the cozy cottage, motes of dust swirling in golden rays as Red stands frozen, fear etched on her face. Red's eyes widen, a dawning horror creeping into her gaze as she stares at the figure in Grandmother's bed. A chilling realization dawns as Red whispers, her voice trembling.
Oh, Grandmother, what big teeth you have!
The quaint cottage transforms into a scene of impending dread, innocence shattered by the monstrous revelation. In Grandmother's cottage, a deceptive calm shatters as the wolf throws off the blanket, his eyes gleaming with dark intent. The disguise falls away, casting aside the illusion of warmth and care, revealing a monstrous form. A chilling declaration echoes through the small cottage, a promise of doom hanging heavy in the air.
All the better to eat you with.
The wolf snarls, his true nature unleashed in a terrifying roar. When hearing this, Little Red Riding Hood screams, panic twisting her features as she desperately claws at the door latch. Drawn by the sound, a woodsman appears, axe casually slung over his shoulder. His face grim, the woodsman strides with purpose toward the cottage. The cottage door looms, the woodsman's shadow falling across the threshold. The woodsman bursts into the dim cottage, his axe gleaming, a light of hope against the encroaching darkness. A snarl contorts the wolf's features as he's confronted, a beast cornered in a grandmother's quaint abode. With a surge of raw strength, the woodsman pulls the wolf away from Red, a protective barrier forming. Axe raised, the woodsman stands defiant, the cottage now a battleground between woodsman and a wolf. The woodsman throws open the wardrobe, revealing Red and Grandmother, disheveled but safe. The wolf's eyes widen as his prey escapes, his sinister plan thwarted. Panic sets in as he leaps to his feet, his escape now his only thought. He bolts into the dense forest, vanishing into the shadows of the ancient trees. Bathed in sunlight, Red embraces her grandmother, tears reflecting remorse and regret for her actions.
I am so sorry, Grandmother. I will never talk to strangers again.
Red whispers, her voice thick with emotion. The woodsman stands watch, his reassuring smile a light of hope and forgiveness in the tranquil scene. United in warmth and wisdom, the three figures stand together, a symbol of safety against the encroaching darkness.